Um, I'm Eric Paul Johnson,
And I'm Eric Winsenson.
and I don't know if I can go on with today's Zoomcast. I got some devastating news last night, and it's really ripped my soul out, and I really don't know if I can continue.
Heading to the polls.
No, I found out that there's no more Charlie Brown Great Pumpkin on TV anymore. I don't know what I'll do if it's not on TV anymore. What can I do?
Have you tried renting it from Amazon?
I mean, I suppose there's that. I mean, I do have the VHS that I bought in the mid '90s. I also have the DV that I bought. I also have the DVD that I bought 20 years ago, and then I ripped that about 5 years ago. So I mean, I guess I can watch it that way. But how can I enjoy the tradition of a Great Pumpkin or a Charlie Brown Christmas or the Thanksgiving one if the beloved childhood TV special isn't littered with commercials jammed into the middle of scenes and the episodes cut down chunks out of it to fit in more commercials? It's a horrible. I suppose I could do that. All right, problem solved. See, humanity, it's just that simple. Go to Target, buy the DVD. Can't believe all the whining I'm seeing.
Full price on the DVD. There's eBay, and there's also places if you're in Arizona like Bookman's or Zia Records that sells used DVDs.
I can't believe all the whining I've been seeing about this. Shut up and buy the DVD. Stick a crowbar in your wallet, pry $10 out, buy it. Pay creative people for a chance. Pay cartoonists and musicians and movie makers and animators and podcasters. Seriously, it's just $4 a month, $1 per episode for our podcast. So,
personally, I didn't even know they still broadcast it. I haven't.
Oh, I
haven't watched anything except for Fox Network, not Fox News, but Fox Network.
Right.
Because I think the last thing was because actually no, NBC had The Good Place on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew they
had something good. Actually, had something worth watching, but of course, I could catch that on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, ABC took it from CBS about 20 years ago, and they would jam a mess of commercials in right in the middle of a scene. They wouldn't do it in the, planned in commercial breaks that the shows have. They would just in the middle of a scene. Oh, there's Snoopy walking to his Red Baron doghouse, and he gets on top of the sop with, and it goes to commercials, and it doesn't finish the scene until the program break that's supposed to be there, and then it comes back in the middle of the scene if you're lucky. Sometimes they lopped out the chunk, so I don't know why people are just, this is the worst. Buy the damn DVD.
Well, I think it's also because I don't know, they probably think it's some nefarious nefarious cult that is trying to take away our childhood.
That has come up.
I don't know this. I don't know. Did everybody find out about this on a Q drop or?
I did this.
What those evil pedophiles are doing, and they're taking away Charlie Brown and locking him up
Mm-hmm.
at the basement of a pizza restaurant.
I did see a thread where somebody blamed the liberals, and it's like, no, it's not the liberals. Apple TV bought the rights. They know they have a cash cow, and they are going to grab as much money as they can from people. That's it.
They bought all the Charlie Brown.
Yeah, that's
just
it.
Buy the special. They bought all the Charlie Brown.
If anything, that's pretty conservative. Buy something that was free, now charge people for it. Liberals tend to just give it away for free.
No, they don't.
That's the socialist part of the liberals, anyway.
No, they say that they're going to, but when they see that there's money, then they act like a human being, and they go.
No, right?
You give anybody the chance to make money, then all of a sudden they're not socialist anymore.
Just a second, people. We'll get to it. My newspaper teacher one time in class, she was talking about, writing stuff for magazines and getting paid for it. And she turned to me, Eric, and said, Eric, I can't believe that you've never been paid for your writing, but you probably don't want, like I have some sort of higher ideals. And I'm like, no, I will take money from anybody. You give me money to write something, I'll do it. I have bills to pay, food to buy, Legos to get. Writing out of the goodness of my heart doesn't get that. And neither does podcasting out of the goodness of my heart. So,
At Patreon.
Patreon, $1 per episode. You get them a week in advance. $2, and you get the exclusive expanded episodes only. Okay.
I remember it was Charles Barkley who said that he would do ads for the KKK if they paid him enough.
I don't know if I'd go so far as Klansmen or Nazis or pedophiles, but I'm pretty open to just money from, I have $70,000 in student debt to pay off, and I'd like to also buy a house. So Patreon. All right. And the reason why we can rant this long about all this stuff that has nothing to do with E.L.O. is because we don't have a lot of comments about Secret Lives, so we can pad this out some.
Oh, okay.
But first,
he's waiting for that $70,000 donation.
That would be excellent. That'd be great.
As long as you remember to send me my $10 by PayPal, I'm fine.
Oh yeah, no, you got that $10 if I get $70,000. It's yours. Okay, so we have a comment from about that has to do with getting to the point from Mickey Ferrandino, and Eric's going to read that, or Dookie.
Getting to the point was okay. Getting to the point was my mantra after I'm alive. I had major surgery and I woke up in ICU tubes and wires everywhere with that song playing. I'm alive. Once I got better, it became getting to the point. Oh, I could definitely see why that would be.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, now we're moving on to the few comments about Secret Lives. Taz Barkley, hang on. I had to get that out of the way.
Really?
Taz Barkley.
There's a mute button,
Is there?
Yes, there's a mute button.
Oh, there it is. Let's try.
Hey, he's saying a lot more that's relevant now than before. Hey.
Okay, we'll watch this and we'll see if it worked. Taz Barkley, our voicemail voice. You two do make me chuckle. Deep fried butter and spam. Oh, thank you very much. And I could go for some of that right now. I would tell you what I thought about the song, but it's a secret. I think she liked it.
It's strong enough for a man, but made for a woman.
Oh, so am I.
Jim Kahn says, I've loved Secret Lives from the very first listen on my Walkman headphones during homeroom class in high school back in '86, and still do. So to say I have an opposing opinion would be a gross understatement. Onwards and upwards. Mr. Kahn, please, are you listening to your headphones? Please pass that forward.
Sounds like me and
after class, we're going to be talking to your parents about you not paying attention.
Yeah, seems me and Jib are about the same age because I was in high school in '86 too. Tracer Anthony, it's 3 minutes and 33 seconds of audio lettuce. In other words, it leaves absolutely no aftertaste nor memory that you actually ever listened to it in the first place. That's a really pretty accurate description, from my viewpoint anyway.
Slips right through.
Yep. Jib might want to meet you out by the bike racks after class, though.
No, he's already got detention for listening to his headphones in class.
That's true. And if there's one thing I've learned from movies, never, ever cheese off somebody named Khan.
Khan! Mark Jella says, got to agree with you on this one, Eric's. The weakest song so far, which I might call listless. It's a good word for it.
Yeah.
And then we have the rather better alternative version, which I might say is because it has more grunt. Interesting thoughts from Troy. Completely different to my thoughts, but all power to you, Troy. Philly, cars, go-go's, and all.
Well, yeah. Hey, good. Troy got a shout out. Hey, thank you. Interesting, Troy. That's good. Yeah, I disagreed with Troy about Secret Live sounding Cars, Go-Go's, that kind of thing, but that's why I like having Troy here. He brings a different viewpoint than I think anybody else would have thought of. So keep being Troy. Mike Hudson, second weakest track on the album. Not very inspired. One redeeming aspect is the vocal ad-libs at the end. The vocal ad-libs at the end of the song remind me of the Idol race, or even very early E.L.O. I'm running it in my head right now. I can see it.
Well, I don't have too much more to say about that song other than what I said in the podcast, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, so I guess we're done here. I guess. Yeah. I got this from Madeline for Christmas. She doesn't like it. I love it, though.
She doesn't like getting a kiss from that big-nosed kid?
I think she has a problem with his laughing.
Oh.
Although,
It could have been worse. You could have got her Teddy Ruxpin.
yeah, although I'm starting to see a problem with this. I think if you pick up a dog and shake his head backwards a lot, I don't think the dog's going to laugh. And you're probably going to go to jail.
Yeah, it's probably not something you want to encourage a kid to do unless unless you want to teach a kid a lesson.
Yeah. All right, I think we've done enough lesson teaching for today, so we'll call it quits now. And
no more animal abuse. Time to say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie. Buy the damn DVD.